We are back at 7:44 with the deep freeze's impact on your family's budget. Roughly 70% of the country has dealt with below normal temperatures for the better part of 2 weeks. And that has prices on everything from home heating oil to your favorite foods on the rise. Jean Chatzky is today's financial editor. Jean, good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see you. I have to be honest, as I was watching these reports on all these freezing temperatures, I was sitting there thinking, this is going to make it really hard for people on a budget to just heat their home, and the cost of fuel oil is not helping at all.
It absolutely isn't. The cost of heating oil is up about 50 cents from this time last year. Plus, we're looking at increases in the cost of gasoline and the cost of different foods. I mean, the cost to fill your car is about 33% higher than it was, again, this time last year, and prices are still going up.
And so the bills for heating your home during these last 2 weeks haven't even come in yet.
That's right.
So there's going to be a real sticker shock for people.
For people especially who aren't taking some action right now to try to bring those bills under control. Every degree that you move the thermostat up on your house translates into about a 3% impact on your bill. So you want to make sure that you're keeping those as level as possible and that you're taking all the right moves to reduce your heat at night by using programmable thermostats and all the other things that are available to you.
We're talking right now about the impact of all this on a family's budget, but we have to also look at the bigger picture and the impact on the overall economy. This fact I found stunning. The increase of $1 per gallon of gas over this time last year has cost consumers about $100 billion. That's the equivalent of about 1% of consumer spending.
Yeah, it's really incredible. And that 1% sounds small, but you have to realize when the price of gasoline goes up, it's not just the cost to fill your car. It trickles into everything. Every good that gets moved across the country becomes more expensive. And right now, consumers with the unemployment rate so high are already feeling the pinch.
And when you're talking about goods being moved across the country, you're talking about durable goods. Now, add to that, this is like the perfect storm, by the way, add to that the sub-freezing temperatures down south and the impact they've had on the crops there.
Not just down south, but in the plain states where we're very closely watching the cost of wheat as well as orange juice and things like that. Orange juice, the price could actually go up $1 a gallon, which is really significant for people who are trying to avoid the flu and are drinking more orange juice than last year.
All right, so for people who are trying to weather this storm, no pun intended, you have some tips. The first thing is audit your monthly bills.
Look, we control the things that we can control. We can't control gas and milk, so let's control the cost of cable, the cost of the internet, the cost of the phone bill. If you haven't made that phone call to your providers and said, take my services away, the ones I really don't need, it's time to just do that.
And brand loyalty is something that if you're having a tough time, you've got to throw out the window. We like buying X brand of ketchup or X brand of whatever. You got to go to the cheap.
What's on sale? And supermarkets have a cycle. Things go on sale approximately every 5 or 6 weeks. Buy them when they're on sale. Keep a stock load at home, and when they're not on sale, don't buy.
You think it's a good time to examine your interest rates?
If you haven't examined them, if you haven't refied your mortgage, if you haven't looked at bringing the cost of your car loan down, if you're still getting offered balance transfers on your credit cards, by all means, this is a big expense for people who are carrying $10,000 on average in household debt.
It makes common sense to conserve gas, and you say tracking. What's tracking?
Just watch every dollar that you spend. Write it down. Just like the best way to lose weight is to write down what you eat, the best way to save money is to write down everything you spend. I guarantee you'll be surprised.
You'll look at the piece of paper and there'll be some glaring ways to save money. Jean Chatzky, good advice.
Thanks.